So this one is, here I'll put up the thing, A Lesson in Deception Epic Horror. This one is in this adventure's in the Wayloon series. So I've already done a couple of things wrong here. One is I used up too many spell points wandering around until I found the entrance. I actually went past the entrance thinking it was not the quest entrance for whatever reason. So I've used up 1,000 of my spell points, and I forgot that this adventure is a spell point test. It says a casting efficiency test for casters, and by that I mean the guy, you know, if you're going to play in character, then he's threatening to kill the captives if you stop at any shrine, and so you know, I wouldn't stop at any shrine. My Dwerkin wouldn't stop at any shrine because he would want to get through. And I started on Epic Card, which, because Dwerkin doesn't have all his levels back, you know, may be too hard for him. So it's a spell point challenge. Anyway, it's on Epic Card, which may be above his head for level 24. So it's a Adventure's level 27, Dwerkin's level 24. So he's got that working against him. And the design of the thing, if you're not min-maxing, is bad for Dwerkin. So, but we'll wander through it anyway. You do manage to kill, do manage to skip a couple of the parts, because if you're actually playing in character, because you wouldn't do those encounters, you wouldn't choose to do those encounters. So got that working for me, even though I'm out of, you know, low on spell points and missing a place to refill. So probably end up and at the end, this is one of the quests that really benefits from having more people in the quest, because
nearby rooftop. This isn't over. In fact, it's only begun. While you were busy fighting, I captured your fellow.
Because at the end, you need to push down some ladders while fighting the mobs, and so
you'll just have to find
that works okay for Dwerkin when his armor class is high enough, because they can't hit his armor, but won't work as well at this level. We're going to do a lot of blade barrier and waiting for things to, but because these guys are rogues, then they have a good reflex save versus the blade barrier, so takes a few more trips through the blade barrier for them. And dogs are all better against blade barriers than you would think. Hi there.
Hey, Dwerkin.
Yeah, I was just started.
Okay.
We're not really on a timer, even though it acts like you are. This is on A Lesson in Deception.
Okay.
So if you go to Harvest Hall, and then right outside Harvest Hall, just to the north, the warehouse district, that's where we're at.
I'll be able to get in.
I managed to wander around a bit before I got here, but it's that simple when I'm telling it, so.
Is that the first one in the series?
The second one in the series. It's the second one in the series.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you want to join them for DQ1 and DQ2, I understand. Since Jalera just now responded.
Well, this one is so not flagged for that.
These narrow back alleyways are
Oh really?
dead ends. Hidden somewhere in this maze is the mysterious person who took your allies.
Flagged Fort Heroic. Maybe that means I'm flagged Epic. I don't know.
On some of that stuff it does. That you didn't have to reflag for Demon Queen, I think, when you on Heroic, but you can ask Jalera that. He might know better than I would.
That's okay, I'm already here.
So I'm going to kind of wander for a moment while we give Flinkset a chance to join us. And then we'll see. It's always fun to play with someone else, and that'll make this quest go much better if we have someone else in. He probably can has some DPS. So there'll be a short delay. What I was saying to Flinkset is, although based on where you're at, the guy talks as if you're on a timer, and if you don't hurry, then your time will run out. The game doesn't actually show a timer running in this one, so I'm guessing that it's not actually on a timer. It just describes it as if it were on a timer. But I may be wrong, in which case all the poor hostages will die, which doesn't really change the outcome. So, rebuff. Yeah, so I'm running this on the Twitch, but if you don't want that, then I'll turn it off.
On the Twitch?
All that means is that the game, while we're playing it, is being streamed live out to the internet where other people could watch it, or it gets recorded so that we can look at it later.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Does that get in-game chat also, or just video?
What it doesn't do is I've got a video window covering up my text chat, so if you needed to say something to me that you didn't want on the video, then in the text chat, then the video cover there's like a little inset on my screen of me with my headset on talking about the game.
Okay.
If that makes sense, so that in-text chat doesn't show up in the video. So normally what I do is I just kind of hug the wall and hand on the right wall to try and wander through here. But I was just telling everybody else, the big advantage of having you here is that you actually have DPS.
Yeah, well, as long as I don't have aggro.
Then you'll like Soundburst quite well because you won't have aggro on.
Yep. Love Soundburst.
They fight each other, and only the strongest survive. lives, then I get my pick of the litter.
Taunts the mysterious voice from a nearby roof.
Stunned. Yeah, this one always becomes kind of like a spell point endurance contest for me because I follow along the story and try not to stop at the shrines anywhere and get anybody killed.
Ah.
Give everybody an implosion opportunity. I don't think I'll catch everybody, but
I don't think you might have the spots on me.
A desperate man calls from the end of the alley.
Help! Help! They're killing me!
Yet if you stop to help, a sudden blast blocks your path.
Not that way.
Shouts the voice.
We have something else in mind. Give my regards to the lizard folk.
Shouts a distant voice. The only way forward appears to be through these foul-smelling drainage tunnels.
in with the lizard man. If you time it just right, one of the nice things about Tsunami is it will hit multiple mobs. It works kind of like a beam that way. Oh, sorry, do you do traps too?
I do.
Excellent. That must have been the only trap.
Oh, there's one more up here.
Oh, you're by yourself now. Nice.
Yeah, sometimes if I position myself just right, I can get a twofer.
Oh, here's one of the switches. When I pull the switch, we'll get every mob in the neighborhood.
Lizard folk pour out of the darkness.
Oh, nice. Make sure I've got my shield block on more. I'm just standing here not shield blocking, which is the wrong because I need the DR from the shield block to help out. Especially if I'm...
A gate unlocks in the distance as more lizard folk attack.
You got 6 seconds to kill them all. Go! Before the sound burst wears off. I think around the next corner we get 12 more mobs.
And here comes 3.
Now I should be able to get aggro, which I think you're saying helps, right?
Oh yes. When I don't have aggro, my swings go up to around 2 to 3 points per whack.
I was guessing we had one more in lever, but I see both the jewels are on, so maybe not.
The voice taunts you from somewhere quite close.
Do you understand? The prisoners, the magistrates, they're all our puppets. And so we decide what happens. Well, belongs to Shah.
Now this is strategy of kill things by rogue. And so my role in this case is just to survive, while flank set kills everything else. Let's get some more spell points from our bubble. Already run out of spell points. Oh, sorry, I thought I hit you in time. Oh, I needed 30 spell points, sorry. Give me a second. I hit you in time, I didn't have enough spell points. I forgot that that I get rid of your death penalty. Sorry about that.
What happens? Didn't help that I couldn't get away from him.
The voice continues as you climb onto the roof.
You're almost there? Shah has brought you to me, so you can play your part in her plan.
Ah, I killed one. I think we hop down here. What do you think?
Yep.
There's lots of times when you just have to understand your party makeup and not worry about your absolute kill rate, but understand what your role in the party is versus everybody else.
The mysterious voice is much
And so, like in this small party,
You've passed the test.
my job is stay alive and keep Set alive,
Meet me up on the roof.
not kill everything. So, do you want me to try and get aggro and everything and you push the ladders down? Until we get the ladders down?
Oh, yes.
And so I'll kind of run around and try and be visible.
As you reach the rooftop, the voice calls out once again.
We meet at long last.
Like maybe right here between where the ladders
See,
spawn.
The voice belongs to a robed shark.
Because they show up at those two gaps and then underneath that A-frame.
Come speak with me.
Are you ready?
Finish your lesson.
Yep.
Ladders hit the rooftop, and the priest's minions swarm up, ready for battle. Knock the ladders down to help even the odds.
Oh, something bad just happened.
Oh dear. I got one of the ladders.
Oh, I just
Say that again?
Sorry, my display driver decided to start working for a couple seconds.
I'm going to go ahead and blow another pot. And that will let me speed up my damage. Not that sped up my damage will add much to success damage, but so what happened with the ladders is those are ladders for more of the bad guys to come up to the roof, and so by pushing the ladders off, we kept more reinforcements from coming up to help the bad guys. So
Now that the priest is dead, you should rescue any of
Oh,
the
nicely
allies
done.
that still live.
and voices.
You are greeted
Sorry,
by
yeah.
all of your allies, alive and well.
We saved them
Now,
all, yeah.
help yourself to the mad priest's hoard of treasure.
I like doing it that way, even though it means, you know, blowing a pot or two instead of filling up. And it might not have even meant that, except
Check my inventory.
Pardon?
I have a couple of pots I can give you.
No need. The problem was I wandered around so much and killed things on the way and blew too many spell points on the way in, so. Well, thanks for coming out. Are there any more of these you need?
Oh, I need everything.
All right, so that's a wrap on this one. I'm gonna thanks for watching along with Flink.